Hume Band 2 Blood Pressure Test Review. Can this wearable really measure blood pressure? In this video, I am going to teach you if the Hume Band 2 can actually replace your traditional blood pressure cuff and how to get the most accurate readings possible from this new wearable technology. With the 2026 update to Hume's biometric suite, many people are wondering if a device designed for emotional AI can also handle serious cardiovascular monitoring. I have spent the last week testing this feature against medical-grade equipment to see if it lives up to the hype or if it is just marketing fluff. In this video, we are going to look at the technology behind the Hume Band 2's cuffless blood pressure monitoring. Unlike a traditional cuff that squeezes your arm to measure pressure directly, the Hume Band uses a combination of optical PPG sensors and pulse wave analysis. It measures how fast your blood is moving through your wrist and uses an AI algorithm to estimate your systolic and diastolic numbers. Here is the step-by-step breakdown of how to use it and how it performed in my tests. Step 1. The most critical step is the initial calibration. You cannot simply put the band on and expect accurate blood pressure data. You must calibrate it against a traditional upper arm blood pressure cuff. The app will prompt you to take 3 simultaneous readings with both the band and the cuff. This allows the AI to set a baseline for your specific arterial stiffness and pulse pressure. If you skip this or do it incorrectly, your data will be completely unreliable. Step 2. You need to ensure proper positioning during a manual check. For the Hume Band 2 to get a clean reading, you must sit still with your feet flat on the floor and your wrist held at heart level. In my testing, if I moved my arm even slightly or kept it at my side, the reading would fluctuate by as much as 10 to 15 points. The band is very sensitive to movement artifacts. Step 3. Understand the difference between spot checks and background monitoring. The Hume Band 2 tracks your trends throughout the day while you are still. I found that while individual spot checks could occasionally be off by a few points compared to a medical monitor, the overall trend data was surprisingly consistent. It was able to accurately detect when my pressure rose during high-stress meetings or after a heavy meal. Step 4. Analyze the data within the Hume Health app. The app does a great job of overlaying your blood pressure data with your emotional stress scores. This is the real strength of the Hume ecosystem. It shows you if your high blood pressure is a physical issue or a reaction to the emotional triggers the band is already tracking. Now here is your pro tip for the best results. Always perform your weekly recalibration at the same time of day, preferably in the morning before you have had any caffeine. Since the Hume Band relies on pulse wave velocity, things like caffeine or even being slightly dehydrated can change your arterial response and throw off the sensor's accuracy if it has not been recalibrated recently. To recap what we learned today, the Hume Band 2 is a powerful tool for tracking blood pressure trends, but it is not a standalone medical replacement. You must calibrate it regularly with a real cuff, maintain perfect posture during readings, and use it primarily to see the big picture of your health rather than a single perfect measurement. It is an incredible piece of 2026 technology, but it requires user diligence to work correctly. If this test review helped you understand the Hume Band 2 a little better, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the latest health tech. I want to know in the comments, do you trust a wearable to measure your blood pressure or do you prefer the old-fashioned cuff? Let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.